I'm giving you nostalgic Tanisha Diaries season 1 with the baby hairs and the crusty braids. Now today I just y'all lucky I put lip gloss on and took a little eco styler to this shit because I was in here looking like a whole homeless man. Okay. And I was perfectly content with it, but I said this will be on the World Wide Web. Let me a little, you know what I'm saying? I ain't call my buckshots or nothing, but here I am. I just want to talk today because I've been on this emotional roller coaster, like, crying. And I don't know if that's my overload of PMS. And sorry if that's TMI, but ladies, we all have it. And for the ones who've outgrown it and now in their menopause, shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because my PMS is so real and such an emotional roller coaster that I really be like, oh my God, I'm so like for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But there be reasons, but there will be real reasons. But I have been like, just on an emotional roller coaster. And I came today and I was like, maybe somebody can feel me. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that trigger our emotions as people, as individuals, as minorities. There's so many things that trigger us. And I don't know if we talk about it. I haven't maybe spoken about it. You know what I'm saying? And sorry if my eyes are a little whatever. I'm coming off of an allergic reaction. It's a whole nother story. But yeah. Anywho, so I just wanted to talk about emotional roller coasters, emotional imbalances, and finding your emotional stability during those imbalanced hours. And I'm a Libra. I'm all about balance. I'm the sign of the scales. So when I'm out of whack, I am out of freaking whack. And I just be like, what's wrong with you? I noticed my sister is the same. My mom is the same. And some of my friends are the same. Like, what's wrong with you? So I'm here to talk about what's wrong with me. So I want to start with, let's start with how your daily life and your work environment, your home environment, can trigger your emotional instability. My previous work environment was very stressful, and it was stressful because of the timing that I was working. I worked late hours. I was away from my child, so that was emotional. I was under emotional duress because of that, and I felt so much sense of guilt because of that as well. And now that I've stepped into entrepreneurship, it's worse. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's worse. There are days, and I've said it on the diary before, but there are days I'm in here crying because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? How come I'm not a millionaire? What am I doing wrong? But it's just not in the cards at this present moment, and I have to fight through my emotional roller coasters and ride the waves until I get balanced. My home situation is really good because it's really peaceful. It's really zen. Anybody that's, since I moved, I haven't really had company over, to be honest. I just haven't had company over, close family, but that's about it. And it's not with any ill intention, and we're going to talk about that too. It's not with any ill intentions, but it's literally because I just need to reset. And I noticed that because a lot of us are in emotional imbalances, your friends and your close ones that usually latch onto you in times of emotional duress, when you're not accessible to them, they feel away. and I'm sorry to laugh, but it's like, sis, bruh, how am I gonna help you if I'm fucked up? I can't. I cannot help you if I'm going through my own shit. I cannot help you if I haven't settled on where the freak I'm at in my own mind, in my own heart, in my own feelings. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to be humble about saying this to people. Like, I don't pick up my phone. I don't have to. I pick up my phone when it's necessary because I realize that people will latch on and because I have that, I exude that positivity, mood most of the time, that when I'm like, I'm not really feeling it today, that they don't understand that. And then they take it personal. And it's like, stop doing that. My retreat has nothing to do with you. I'm going to say it one more time. Tanisha Middleton's retreat has nothing to do with anybody but Tanisha Middleton's retreat. And I'm going to need the world to respect that. That's it. This diary is my outlet. This is me engaging with my community. This is me engaging with people who I love, as well as people who I want to share my experiences with. And this is my outlet. This is the way I'm expressing myself. But that doesn't mean I have to pick up the phone. It doesn't. I don't owe anybody nothing. I made sure that when I created this life, that when I started, getting knee deep in my entrepreneurship, that I've cleared out all karmic debts. I don't owe nobody shit. You know what I'm saying? And I say this again in the most humble way, but I really, besides my immediate family, I don't owe nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I really need people to understand and respect that. And it's not me saying I don't need you, I don't want you as a friend. It's not about you. People will call my phone 11:30, 12:30, 1 o'clock at night. What if I'm laid up with my boo? I got to pick up the phone and explain to you that I can't talk to you about whatever you're going through because I'm laid up with my boo. I don't call y'all at 1:30 in the morning. I don't. And that's word to I don't do that. I have respect for people's time, respect for people's space, respect for people's professionalism, respect for people's businesses. If the business says, and I'm just jumping from one topic to the next because there was so much on my mind, which is why this is an emotional roller coaster episode. But if the business says no DMs, please call during these hours, or emails only, then that's the rules you follow. Can I please tell you how many DMs that people send me? And I'm like, bruh, it says no DMs, email for business inquiries. You have to create structure. You know what I'm saying? And when you start creating structure and start setting boundaries, people are getting upset. And it's unfortunate that y'all get upset. It's unfortunate that people get upset. And it's not to be rude, but it's to create structure and balance for my life. I am a full-time mom. Full-time. That is my first job, my first priority. When I wake up in the morning, that is my first task of the day. Momming. We're going to call it momming. And as much as I love that job, it's a very, 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 what's the word I'm looking for? Very, 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 very heavy obligation, daily task. I can't chat with you about what Tyrone done did to you. You gotta talk to God. Don't call TT, call God first, because God is going to help you out. And then once you figure out a plan and this, that, and the third, then we could, hey, TT. People don't even be like, hey, you got time to talk? People must have said, yeah, I wanted to tell you, yeah, I wanted to. And I realized that a part of it is me, because in my previous lifestyle, and I'm going to say previous lifestyle because I don't live that way no more. My previous lifestyle, I made myself so accessible to people and what they were going through that it really drained the fuck out of me. And I hate to curse, but it drained the shit out of me. Okay? So, and I was taken away from, I'm a big energy reader. I could walk into a room and feel who's vibing and who's not, whether they say shit or not. I mean, I'm a huge energy reader. So I leave with certain energies, and then I carry that energy into my home, and it's like, I don't even got no problem with Tyrone. Why is Tyrone beef in my home affecting me and dinner with my son? I cannot, Jocelyn voice. I cannot. So yeah, I have set major boundaries, major business structure. If you have a business inquiry, I am all ears, but it has to go through the email. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be, yo, what's popping, what's good, come through with the shades, it's lit, it's popping over here, we want to see your shades. That's not business. And if you don't teach those around you to respect your business and the way that you structure it, you will you will wind up at events that make no sense for you to be at. You will lose money on situations that you could have gained profit on. So there has to be structure. There has to be structure. One thing my mom taught me amongst a multitude of things is that things are built on foundation, relationships, homes, literally homes, okay? Families, it has to be foundations. And if there are no foundations, there are no structures, there are no roots, the motherfuckers will crumble. Excuse me, I'm cursing, but this is an emotional diary. It would all crumble. It will all fall. So for those who feel like I'm being distant, I'm sorry, not. Because it's not about you. It's about me. I am so appreciative that I come to your mind, that you want to invite me to events, that you want my presence to be there, that you feel like I'm a positive person, so that you want me to enjoy what you are giving. I cannot make every event. That is just not the gist of my life anymore. If you notice, I don't even do events no more because it's time consuming as shit. Okay. It's so cost effective because every event I've ever done has come out of my own pocket, my own cash. Me on cash, okay? Now, how I'm gonna get to the cash if I'm sitting here listening to what you got going on with Tyrone? I want to know how, Sway. How? I can't, okay? And I think that people are leeching onto me because I am being vulnerable within my diaries, but this diary is a platform for you to take the initiative within yourself to find balance within your to find emotional stability within yourself. Guidance does not come from Tanisha. I can only lead you to the well, baby, but you got to learn how to drink by your damn self. You understand? Now, those of you who have watched the diaries from day one, y'all see me on here crying and snotting. I had to go through that. I didn't make no phone calls. Baby. I went through that, and I love the fact that y'all think that because I went through that I'm some kind of guru. Baby, I'm not. I'm going through something every day. I just told y'all I was PMSing and crying over shit. I had a blow up on my little boo thing, okay? And I'm going through that. And I don't call nobody about that. I just be like, I gotta figure it out. I gotta pray on it. I gotta get God back and say, "Your God, help me out. What's good? I'm a little lost today. Hope by Friday you can help me out." You know what I'm saying? I just want to say that my retreat, my personal retreat, is not about, and I'm reiterating what I'm saying as well as repeating myself, but I just want to say my personal retreat is about nobody but me, and I really, really, really want everybody to respect that. For those who I am close with, y'all know that it's not personal. Don't take it personal. Baby, 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 don't take it personal. It's literally just about me finding my center, finding my balance, crying on Monday and smiling on Friday. That's just like how I get through it. You know what I'm saying? And I wish that y'all would take the initiative within yourselves to do the same shit. It's all right to not know. It's all right to not have the answers. It's all right to let life play out and figure itself out. That's why it's an emotional roller coaster, because we just don't know. And it goes back to the first diary of the season. We're so scared of the unknown that we be trying to control and figure. You can't. You can't. You can't figure it out. You can't. It just has to play out. It literally just has to play out. You know what's so crazy? I feel like people will call me and ask me how I'm doing only to be like, but I'm going through this though. Help me out with this though. And I feel used. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel used, and I be like, damn, you ain't really called to check on me. You ain't really want to know what the, you know what I mean, if I'm Gucci over here on this side of the street. You just wanted to just get in where you fit in and see if you could, you know what I mean, get some of this advice. And I ain't got nothing to give because sis, I'm lost in the sauce today too. That's all I'm trying to say. What else? I'm drinking Folgers in my cup. I'm singing a lot today. That's that emotional shit. I don't know what the frick is wrong with me. Let's talk about emotional imbalances in the workplace, right? So like I said, my workspace was very stressful before, and now entrepreneurship. Working, for those who work for corporate America, for those who work for small business, for those who work for people that put you in circumstances that make you question yourselves, question your ability, hinder your growth, challenge your mental capacity, I feel for you. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it loud. They put us in environments where they're so stressful that when we lash out because we are now so imbalanced, we look crazy. And it's not you being crazy at all. It's you reacting to the reactive spaces that you have been put in. You understand? So for anybody who is going through it because they're not tipping the scales of the ladder, they are feeling like they're sinking their feet in the mud because they're stuck. And I do this, right? It's all in your mental. It's all in your mental, mind over matter. Yes, they are putting you in these circumstances. Yes, you have to go to work to pay your bills, and the work environment may not be the best. It may not be the most idealistic, but I want you to know that it's temporary. As long as you make it temporary, you have to step out of that place of and alleviate yourself from those stressors so that when you step into the realm of comfort, that you're like, woosah. That's why I haven't had so many people in my home, my new home, because I don't want those call Tyrone energies in here. I don't. And it's not that I'm not a hostess with the mostest. Those who know me, those who've been in my old home, I am a hostess with the mostest. You know what I'm saying? But in my new space, I'm like, nah, I need to just decompress from my day. Some days I just want to be in here by myself and nobody find me. Leave me alone. That's another reason why I haven't really shared my space with anybody, because niggas will come knocking at your door. What's good? And I ain't opening the door. I'm looking at people like, who is it? I'm just not opening the door. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to be shady, but it's like, this is mine. I work for this. I owe it to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I work for. Peace of mind. I don't work for just the shmoneys. I work for the peace of mind. And if I cannot have that, then what am I working for? Do you know what I'm saying? Corporations, like I said, small businesses, corporations, governmental jobs. Look at what's going on in the government right now. There's a government shutdown. People are not getting paid. TSA workers are not getting paid and still got to show up to work. Let me tell you about vultures. Let me tell you about the government, the corporate, the legal, the judicial vultures. They will do this. Gnaw at you. Gnaw at your mind. And you will go crazy. Imagine having to go to work 30 days straight. You're not getting no cash. You know what I'm saying? And you got kids to feed, bills to pay. Now there's thing on your door, foreclosure, eviction. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to make executive decisions based upon, and still show up to work. Like, that's insane. And they think that you're not going to need mental therapy. You're not going to need therapy for that. You're not going to need an outlet, some kind of source of release. And you on parent on top of that, like I told you, that the parenting, the momming don't stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't stop. You don't get paid in cash for that. You know what I'm saying? This is something we just do because this is our innate behavior, our innate role. You just gotta keep on going, and you ain't got no food to feed these babies. And the government and your president is talking about you ain't getting paid. Imagine that. And they're gonna talk about when you at the food where you lose it, because that's what's gonna happen. You lose it. So I keep looking at my bun because I'm saying, is it gonna stay? Hold up, because I don't think it's gonna stay. I think she's slipping. Boom. There we go. Once you lose it and then you snap, then they want to label you. Do you understand? This is for people who work in banks. This is all different types of situations. There's people I know people who have gotten laid off. I know people who have gotten, like myself, hurt on a job, not paid. Let's talk about it, right? I got hurt on my job. I didn't get paid the entire time. I got paid maybe like 3 times out of a whole year from workers' comp, right? 3 times out of a whole year. And I fell on their property. You know what I'm saying? And they made me the victim, the defendant. What they did to me was they used my business, my personal business, against me. And I started to go insane. I started to lose it. That's when I went to therapy, because I was like, how can you, like, you are, and I had to look at the bigger picture, because I was like, I am a threat to them. Me gaining economic control and me on my economical pursuit in my own individual endeavor that has nothing to do with my slip and fall at your job is a threat to you. And what you're trying to do is make me feel defeated in my own personal journey because you don't want us to win. And I had to tell them, fuck you. Okay, and they made me decide between my business or my freedom. No shit. They were trying to pin me for fraud, saying that I was claiming workers' comp as I was working. Yeah, I was working my business, but I've had my business before I fell. That had nothing to do with nothing. But they said, if you don't surrender and give up your workers' comp case, we're going to arrest you. Excuse me, not arrest you. We're going to pin you for fraud charges because you're claiming to not be able to work, but you're working. Imagine me losing it. My bills went skyrocket. I mean, there was eviction notice on my door. There was credit card companies after me. I was slowly and surely losing it. And because I didn't pick up the phone and call nobody and tell nobody that shit, that doesn't mean I wasn't going through it. Which is why I take peace of mind so fucking seriously now. And I don't play with that shit, because I know what it's like to not have it. I know what it's like to be under such emotional duress and be so emotionally imbalanced that you feel like the walls are caving in. And you feel like, why am I doing this? Should I be here? You question your ability. You question all this hard work that I've put into my own endeavor. I was like, do I give it up? And my family was like, fuck them. Hell no. You got this. You are Framedbyteetee. You are Miss Framedbyteetee. You don't give up on nothing. You have been at it and you don't give up on nothing. So you keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. That experience humbled the fuck out of me. You understand? Because when you think that you are being pushed into a space that you have never been in, and you feel like, oh my God, like, what did I, you keep blaming yourself. What did I do? What did I, it had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with me. But then I had to realize that, okay, why am I being tested like this? You know that saying, God don't give you nothing more than you can bear. And what he take from you, he give you back times 10. Let me tell you how good my God is. You understand? My God. Shout out to Keisha. My God. Because There's nothing that he's taken from me that he hasn't given me back in massive forms. And starting with my peace of mind, okay? Because I lost that. I lost it. I may have taken 10,000 selfies on Instagram, baby, but like I said in the last diary, you don't know what's going on. You have no clue who's hurting. You have no idea. We're not posting that shit. We're not. That's just not what we're doing. That's not what the fad, the trend, whatever is. But that doesn't mean that we're not going through it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here talking about it. For those who are battling with emotional imbalances, I am here. I sympathize. I empathize. I understand. If you need help, I will leave you know what? I'm going to leave my email below. Email me, because if I will email you a therapist, I will email you some guidance counselors. I can give you sources of people who I reached out to that was really, 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 really helpful for me to get through my journey, because I was like losing it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to feel defeated. This is only a test that's part of your testimony. Do you understand? And this is mine. This has been mine. So, and just don't stop praying. Don't stop praying. Don't stop praying. Don't stop praying. Don't lose faith. It's so easy to lose faith because you just be like angry. You know, when anger comes into the space, then we lose sight of faith, and faith should never go, because that is what keeps you balanced. That is what keeps you balanced. So never stop praying. Please, please never stop praying. As always, guys, I want you to live. I want you to laugh. I want you to love. And like I said, always pray. Until next time, guys.